everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Lions coming in at 6-5, going up against the Cardinals, who come in at 8-3. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
To throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they ask their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
A good explosive run there sets them up with a new set of downs, and every team wants to start their game with a really nice drive.
It's true,
3
though.
and out. No one wants to see that, and they were able to avoid it after that run.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be first down, Detroit. Now they try the right side here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Their dangerous wide receiver with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got time. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
As we get a look at the defensive starters, the secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes in this one.
And you know me really well. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. They're facing a high-powered attack.
Coleman has it here right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. 8 yards to go here on second down. They'll set up a throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out there to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. And
he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
That is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll come out in the pistol. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. And back at the 8 now. Third and goal. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
No, check. Patriot.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Let's go. Detroit. Good. Hurry up, here we go. No, check. Patriot.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 55 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Now a handoff here to his running back. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to let it go. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Arizona. 59 yards.
Defending a deep route, even when it's thrown on time, is very difficult. But when he's able to maneuver outside of the pocket, that's almost unfair. He's bought extra time. His offensive line has protected him. And now when the ball's in the air, the guy downfield has a chance to make a better adjustment. That's just wrong on every level as far as the defender is concerned.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Their big tight end, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll set up a throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's 2nd down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come up in an offset eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches in a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you talk about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he motions the wide receiver. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock the defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So
now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will
He was
win.
a baby, man.
What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers.
That nigga
Minimizing
savage,
those
man.
and maximizing opportunities.
A
That
big
nigga
play
was
there for
savage, man.
Detroit. 52 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball.
Wow,
Let
but
me carry this thing
that's
home.
crazy.
Back to throw now on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football,
Okay,
and
so,
I'm evaluating
hey,
guys for the
Josh,
draft
if he's
now,
lying,
my list
even
of
if he's lying, he's lying to figure out a way out of
it's
that.
a very short
Maybe-
list. I'm
maybe
probably
it's
evaluating
LeBron.
more
Maybe he don't
punters and
feel like
kickers
playing
now
with him.
than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit. Niggas at the time was like, it's Jordan. Don't nobody want to play with Jordan, but still. Like, it's Jordan.
And
Like,
how
no.
complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Okay, so if he's not consistent enough, he got all these problems. What's the problem with him
Offense comes
fucking
to the
leaving?
line now, 1st and 10.
It must be a problem. Y'all niggas upset.
Now a shotgun snap.
I'm saying the fact right now, if he got all these problems, what's the problem with him fucking leaving?
Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But
And I
instead
said,
they'll keep it
if
on
he's
second
lying
down.
about it, his marriage don't make any
I
sense.
know
If
that
he's lying
interception
about it,
was
it
dropped,
must
and
be
it would have been their
LeBron.
third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him.
I mean,
He's gonna get the next, and it almost
Kyrie
becomes a
low-key just as
challenge,
important as
and
LeBron.
they
He
missed
ain't
a
done
golden
his share.
opportunity.
He ain't done his share.
That
He should
catch
be
good
getting
for
first,
5.
too.
It's third
He
down.
wants to be fair.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game.
Especially
throwing the
since-
football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus,
All
don't
right,
you
he
think?
don't have
Find
to
the
be
tight end,
LeBron,
take
but at the
some
same
easier
time,
completions.
LeBron's about
drive
to
there, hits the
retire
reliable
soon.
target.
LeBron is about to retire some, and Kyrie got more years with Cleveland. Kyrie got more years with Cleveland than LeBron did with Cleveland. So why is he getting hurt?
Losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space.
Oh, so
and
I
hit
got a
people
question.
who
Hey,
are
Josh, I
moving
got a question,
targets.
right? So when
And
LeBron was
linebackers are
losing
not
and he
easy
couldn't
ones
finish
to
the
hit
round or
because they
whatever,
know
y'all
how
was
to
like,
move,
it's his
shoot,
team.
and make you miss.
So with
That's
LeBron
exactly
out the
what he did on
game,
that
is
play.
Kyrie on
A
the
nice
court,
play
it
for the
can't be
defense.
his team.
So make it
Kyrie
3 field
balling.
goals
It
for
can't
him
be
now.
his
This
team. Why
last
he
one
not?
tightens things
Why they
up a
not
bit.
balling?
And I know that offense is on the sideline right about now, checking out the tablets and saying, man, we let a good chance slip away
I'm
there.
saying the
We've
same
got to start finishing
situation.
some of
Y'all
these
saying,
drives.
oh, they 4-29 when he not LeBron on the court. They play terrible or whatever. Why can't it be? Why can't it be the rest of the team and Kyrie balling out? Why can't that
I
be the
just
same
have to think the
situation?
last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think
LeBron
he
has
knows that he said
never
that,
taken the
but
blame
he
for
also told
himself.
us,
Shut
"Let's put
up.
it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little
He takes
facetious here, but the
the
bottom line is
public,
take care
I guess
of
you
the
say
football,
public
and
blame,
everything else
but
should
even
flow
then, he
from
never
there.
takes the blame for
Lesson,
himself.
never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
You remember what?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1.
Of course he gonna say that shit for the camera.
Well, now
Shut
the
it
expression,
up,
don't
dog. He
blink,
gonna
you
say
might
that
miss
shit for the
something,
camera.
certainly applied. That
He gonna
was
say that shit
fast.
for the
Defense
camera.
diagnosed
Y'all
the play,
LeBron
and
fans
it
will
was
be
over
like,
in a heartbeat.
oh, it's his team, but y'all never accept that shit for him too. This is why I hate y'all niggas.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Slot man moves right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I'm the best player in the world.
I want to tear up the scouting reports a little bit.
What he say?
He
the best player in the world.
Third down, you don't ordinarily see a toss.
He the best player in the world.
Really well and picked up the first down. I love the way the edges were sealed.
That was the best player for a while.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. Offense looking to avoid the third and long.
You do need help.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage,
he the best player. The way y'all make it seem like he the best player. He can't be. I won't say can't be beat, but he the best player. Like when he win, oh it's this, he's this, that. When he lose, oh his team, he need help, he need this, he need that. Then when he got help, he still lose. It's bullshit. Oh, they not showing up at this time. They not doing it. Not to mention, y'all want to mention, oh, I got 2 points in the fourth fucking quarter of a closeout game. Oh, I got 2 points. I got 0 points in the fucking. I got 8 points in the whole goddamn game in the fucking final series. Y'all want to mention that shit? It's never his fault. It's never his fault, huh? No, they blame the team.
Quick throw here, that's complete.
Oh, the Dallas series. And Quincy caught that goddamn mean shit. Y'all threw a goddamn parade. Goddamn, what else?
When you see a wide
They
receiver
took the
screen,
heat that
either
time.
you get underneath the play before the
They
blocking
took the heat
forms,
that
or you're
time.
going to have to fight your way through it by getting
Yeah,
through
they
some
took the
blocking.
heat that
That was a
time.
really nice play there.
They took the heat that time. But then he don't always take the heat, dog.
31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over.
And when they win, he get all the glory. But sometimes when they lose, he don't take the heat.
And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be...
It wasn't because his team was passing the ball, huh?
It's loose. And his guys are going to get the football at the 20.
His team wasn't passing the ball, huh? His team wasn't playing defense, huh?
To trot out there now.
He get mad like this crazy. He been a hypocrite on all spectrums, dog. It's cool, though. It's cool, though. I understand, bro.
You gotta feel there's a sense of
He probably muted me, huh? That nigga Josh muted me.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day.
And he did that like 30 times.
It's been that way the entire game.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon.
No, I said no, he's not better
there.
Oh, his ass. All right. That's just fine for me. That nigga muted me. He look at it. I ain't the leader of his party. I'll fucking boot his ass. Hey, no.
Anybody trying to run a game?
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back now at Ford Field. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth.
Tell that hoe to unmute me before I slap his ass. It's nigga Josh, man. Oh my God.
They'll run it now out of the game. And not much of a hold there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
I ain't telling he's still my nigga though.
Gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
But I gotta go to work, fellas. I'm gonna fuck with y'all later, though. Y'all be easy, alright?
Puts it through.
Oh, now you unmuted, little bitch ass nigga. You bitch ass nigga, big man.
You have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
Hey, you still my nigga, though.
No question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So out now come the Lions. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And oh, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field this at the 5. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll look to throw here. Room here to run. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my...
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He's got time in the pocket. Going to throw right side here, complete. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
All right, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Oh,
try again with the arm here on second down. This throw caught right around the 6. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Here we go now.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. So out now come the Cardinals. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A nice gain of 21 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy? Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And on the ground they go with a running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 3 for 3 so far, and a fourth would win it. And Charles, he hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
Exactly. And this was by far the most nerve-wracking. They just stepped up and calmly banged it through.